would be extremely upset if I was a team that missed out on Kazuma Okamoto, because that means I missed out on an opportunity to sign one of the sneakiest, underrated players to break out next season. Okamoto signed a 4-year, $60 million deal with the Toronto Blue Jays that is starting to look like incredible value when you consider how much money some of these other free agents are making. And Okamoto, at age 29, who spent his entire career in the NPB, is poised to make an immediate impact in the MLB. And he could be Major League Baseball's next star that no one saw coming. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Blue Jays Today. We're going to be looking at Kazuma Okamoto and his potential impact on the Toronto Blue Jays, and why I believe he's destined to be one of the biggest breakout candidates of the 2026 season. Before we do, please make sure to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button if you are a big Blue Jays fan or an Okamoto fan and you want to get daily news and updates. This is the place where you want to be. Kazuma Okamoto finds himself on this Blue Jay team that is fresh off of a World Series appearance. And one of the biggest reasons why they went to the World Series last year was because of that newfound offensive success led by hitting coach David Popkins. A hitting philosophy that prioritizes putting up pesky at-bats, not striking out, while still looking to do damage. And with that mentality, this Blue Jay squad produced the #1 batting average and #1 on-base percentage in all of MLB during the regular season. Now, one part of their team that was still missing was the home run ball. Even though it ranked 11th in MLB, there was a lot of inconsistencies for the Blue Jays hitting home runs throughout the entire regular season. But now, enter Kazuma Okamoto. In the NPB, this guy was considered a superstar, and I'm talking a big superstar. This guy wasn't just a one-hit wonder. He put up one of the most consistent NPB careers you'll ever see. Since 2018, he produced quality slash line after quality slash line. He hit in the low to high 800 OPS and even sprinkled in a few 900 OPSs during his time in Japan. And how did he produce such a great on-base plus slugging? Well, he did simply that. He got on base, and he sure did slug. Okamoto was advertised to the free agent market as a contact and on-base hitter, and while that does remain true, a lot of his talent does come from the ability to putting the ball over the wall. In a full season in the NPB, Kazuma produced anywhere between 30 to 40 home runs on average. And these weren't just random pitchers he was hitting home runs off of. He hit homers off some of the best. Blue Jay fans, you're familiar with names like Roki Sasaki, right?
中に入ったボール、センターバックする、バックしてどうだ、入りました。
How about Yoshinobu Yamamoto?
感じがエグいんじゃないですかね。打球は伸びている。ライナーで飛び込んだ。
And these great numbers are backed up by advanced metrics. His OPS plus was in the 100th percentile in the NPB last year. Now, that type of talent just doesn't grow on trees. Now, I know there's going to be a learning curve when he gets to the MLB, and he might not be the 30 to 40 home run guy that he did in the NPB, but let me put this in perspective. If he hit 10 less home runs than he did on average, what, he'd still be a 20 to 30 home run guy? That's more than most Blue Jays did last season. Speaking of the Blue Jays last season, remember what I said about their pesky at-bats philosophy and getting on base? Well, Okamoto, it feels like he already lives and dies by that philosophy. His walk percentage last season was in the 90th percentile, and his strikeout rate was in the 93rd percentile. And how he produced those numbers was by making a ton of contact. His zone contact rate, which calculates the percentages of balls that he's able to make contact with in the strike zone, was at 90% last year. Now, comparing this to some of his new teammates, Ernie Clement's zone contact percentage last year was 93%, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. was 84%. And again, I know there's going to be some drop-off when he gets to the MLB, but this just goes to show how talented he actually is. And because he has so many skill sets and does it at an elite level, getting on base, not striking out, hitting for power, this all leads me to believe that he will find success in the MLB, being such a well-rounded player, and he will most likely do it at a pretty high level. And the Blue Jays could certainly use it. They lost Bo Bichette to the New York Mets, who was known as a great contact hitter with a bit of power. Now, while they're not asking Kazuma to immediately step in and become Bo Bichette, they're asking him to be Kazuma, put up pesky at-bats, and create some offense for this Blue Jays team. Kazuma Okamoto, or Big Oak, is an exciting rookie to say the least, and I'm excited as a Blue Jays fan to watch him all season long find his groove in Major League Baseball. But guys, let me know your thoughts about Kazuma Okamoto in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, guys, go Jays go!